We are not holding back. This is not a place that's going to hold back. Ohio State took Nebraska apart on Saturday night. So they're the best team in the Big Ten. I don't know even know if you could argue that right now. It doesn't guarantee anything, but right now they are the best team in the Big Ten. Are they maybe the best team in the country? Let's go to our AP voter, Nathan Baird. What do you think? Maybe number one?
This is a very real question for me because I, in a few hours, have to go put in a vote on whether they're the number one team in the country. And I'm strongly considering it. I don't know if I can say absolutely yes right now, but they have to be in the conversation. And I think based on what I've seen from their first 5 games and what I've seen from the other number one team, the team I was voting number one, Clemson, I think Ohio State has to be voted ahead of Clemson right now. Just look at the results. Look at what they've actually done. Look at even what they did today. Going on the road against similar caliber teams, Clemson really struggles to put away North Carolina, and Ohio State just eviscerates Nebraska. And this looked like two teams not in the same conference, not even on the same level. That has to be recognized at some point.
Stephen, you've talked about the idea of changing the conversation now that they've come and done this to a Nebraska team that's certainly more legitimate than the first 4. I'm going to spin this question for you. Why aren't they? What would keep you from putting them number one? And we aren't pretending to be experts on Clemson and Alabama and Oklahoma and Georgia and LSU. But what's the argument that Ohio – no. Based on Ohio State, what's the argument? No, they're not the number one team in the country.
I think the only thing that would keep them is the fact that as big of a win as this is tonight against Nebraska, LSU has a bigger win at Texas. I think Georgia has a bigger win beating Notre Dame. So it's – taking Clemson out of this, they haven't played like the number one team in the country, and Alabama has just been rolling through guys. But those two teams, Georgia and LSU, have, if you're going to rank the quality of wins of each team, those two have number one and number 2 wins, and I think Ohio State maybe has 3 or 4.
They're probably not going to be able to get a win like that until they get to Wisconsin at home in October and until they get to Penn State and Michigan to end the year. I don't think there's anybody in the Big Ten that can play with them. I think Penn State has the best chance. I don't think the way Wisconsin plays that they're going to be able to stay with Ohio State. And I wrote it after the game. They, at the very least, and they don't. The thing about it that's good is they don't have to be number one. They just have to be in the top 4, and then they get to prove it on the field. And that's what they haven't been able to do 3 of the last 4 years. I don't know why they wouldn't be, because I think they are putting pressure on teams on both sides of the ball. The coaching is really good, and it's elite players doing it. Jeff Okudah, Chase Young, and Justin Fields were all top 10 national recruits. So they're the best players in the country, maybe playing like the best team in the country. Stephen Means, Nathan Baird, Doug Lesmerises. We're going to have a lot coming up. Who are they playing next week? Who they playing?
Michigan State at home.
Michigan State, they almost lost to Indiana, right?
Correct.
I mean, we're not going to do that. I'm not going to start being like oh, man, who's going to, we're going to cover the team and cover the games. They're really good. See ya.